Hello guys, I hope you are doing well. This is Max and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are a solo traveler or a couple who likes to travel on a budget, then this channel and video is for you. If you are planning a trip to Hong Kong or Macau, then no need to look further. In this video, I'll be sharing everything that you need to know before booking a trip to this absolutely incredible destination. I will be covering everything right from the entry requirements, best time to visit, what to pack, where to stay, what to do, what not to do, budget, and of course, safety. There are multitudes of reasons to visit Hong Kong. Its vibrant cuisine, its nature-laden islands with its pristine beaches, easy access to Macao, Hong Kong DisneyLand, and so much more. This is one destination that should definitely be on your bucket list. So let's get to it. How to get to Hong Kong? In order to get to Hong Kong, you will need to book a flight to the Hong Kong International Airport. The Hong Kong International Airport is located on the Lantau Island, which lies about 40 kilometers from the Hong Kong Central. In order to get to the Kowloon side of the island or to the Hong Kong main island from the international airport, you can either take a bus, a cab, or the MTR. The Airport Express, which connects to the MTR, is available 24/7. However, please note that the MTR, that is the metro line that connects throughout Hong Kong, is operational only till 1 AM at night. If your flight is arriving late in the night, then you can still avail the services of the night bus or hire a cab. Next up, tourist visas. Passengers arriving from majority of the countries in Asia, America and Europe are granted visa on arrival. This visa on arrival is for standard 90 days. In order to get better clarity, I would request you to get in touch with your nearest embassy or travel agent. Health insurance is not necessary for entry into Hong Kong, but I would recommend that you travel with it, since medical is quite expensive here in Hong Kong. The currency of Hong Kong is the Hong Kong dollar. Once you arrive at the airport, there are many money exchange booths. However, I would personally recommend not to visit these booths as they charge higher exchange rate. If you still wish to exchange money, then there are numerous establishments all across Hong Kong which will give you better rates than the ones at the airport. In Hong Kong or even in Macau, if you are visiting or staying at a hotel or visiting a restaurant, then they will definitely accept Visa, MasterCard, credit cards, or even foreign exchange card. However, do note that many smaller eateries that you might find near a street market do not accept these digital payment options. In that case, you will need to rely on cash. If you at any time need to withdraw cash, then you will find ATMs at all the MTR stations. Next up, best time to visit. The best time to visit Hong Kong is between the months of March to mid-May, or later in the year, that is between October and December. The off-season is considered to be between the months of June till September. August and September are considered to be the rainy season in Hong Kong. The peak season is considered to be between the months of October and January. That is when majority of the tourists flock towards Hong Kong. September end is celebrated as the national holiday in Hong Kong, and during the month of January, that is during mid-January, Hong Kong celebrates the Lunar New Year. Next up, what to pack. In Hong Kong, the temperature ranges from a minimum of 20 degrees to maximum of 35 degrees throughout the year. On account of this quite mild temperature range, you don't need to bring any warm clothes. However, if you are into hiking and trekking, then I would recommend getting a good pair of shoes. Also, there is no need to worry in case you miss any particular item. Hong Kong is a world city after all. and you can find absolutely everything here. Next up, apps to download before visiting Hong Kong. I personally found Google Lens to be very useful. If you are visiting any smaller local eatery within Hong Kong, there are high chances that the patrons would not be able to converse in English. In many cases, even the menus of these establishments are in Cantonese or in Mandarin. Here, you can use Google Lens to translate from Chinese to the English language. If you are traveling without a travel agent and have made your own plans, then I would highly recommend using Google Maps throughout your travels. If your flight is arriving later in the night and you wish to get transport from the Hong Kong International Airport to your hotel, then I would recommend using the Uber app. Uber cabs are available throughout Hong Kong, and it would be very efficient for you in case you need travel at a go. With regards to booking accommodation, I personally prefer booking.com. I like downloading that app and keeping it on my phone in case I need to connect with the manager or the owner of the establishment at where I'm staying. Also, this booking.com app has helped me many times in seamlessly managing all my bookings. The Hong Kong DisneyLand app is an absolute must if you are going to be visiting Disneyland. This app will provide you information regarding the wait times for all the rides and attractions, location of the restaurants, directions to get there, and so much more. It's a must if you are going to be visiting Disneyland. Next up, transportation within Hong Kong. Hong Kong is a highly advanced economy and it has a world-class transportation. You can easily find cabs, MTRs, trams, or even ferries to get to your destination. In order to get to different islands around Hong Kong or even to get to Macao, you can use ferries which are available every day. The MTR, that is the metro line, connects the Kowloon area, the Hong Kong main area, and is available from 5 o'clock in the morning till 1 am at night. Cabs and buses are available throughout the day. Trams, they only function in the Hong Kong central area. Next up, accommodation. Hong Kong has a wide range of accommodation, right from 5-star hotels to normal hotels to Airbnbs to hostels, so much more. I personally stayed in a hostel which was located in the Kowloon area near the Prince Edward Station. The name of my hostel was Wonton Men. The type of accommodation definitely depends on your budget. But that being said, Hong Kong has a lot to offer and you won't be disappointed. Next up, language and culture. English, Mandarin and Cantonese are the main languages which are spoken in Hong Kong as well as in Macau. Majority of the folks in Hong Kong do speak English or at least understand English. However, if you are going to be visiting the smaller local eateries or daipaidongs, then you might face some difficulties in conversing with the locals. If you do speak any of the Chinese languages, then the locals would be very appreciative of you. Hong Kong is a cosmopolitan city and it's very likely that you would run into many tourists or even folks back from your own hometown who might be running a business here or are permanently settled here. Next up, where to go. I have made a separate video on the best places to visit in Hong Kong. I stayed in Hong Kong for 7 days and I visited numerous places. Trekking up Victoria's Peak, hiking across Lamma's Island, visiting Lantau Island, Tian Tan Buddha, Polin Monastery, Hong Kong Disneyland, Macao. There is so much to explore in Hong Kong. Next up, length of stay. I would personally recommend visiting Hong Kong for at least 2 weeks if you can find the time for it. Otherwise, in 1 week, you should be able to cover most of the prominent attractions within Hong Kong. If you are thinking of exploring the multiple islands around Hong Kong, then I would recommend staying here for at least 3 to 4 weeks. This would give you ample of time to get the full essence of Hong Kong. There is so much to do in Hong Kong, and I would personally recommend visiting during the months of October to January because the temperatures are mild and you don't need to worry about the hot summer temperatures or the rainy weather. Next point, SIM card and internet. There are many cell phone network providers in Hong Kong. The two popular ones are CMHK, that is China Mobile, and HKT. During my stay in Hong Kong, I had purchased a prepaid SIM card from CMHK. The package was of 50 GBs of data for 30 days. It costed me 33 Hong Kong dollars. This particular SIM card provided me coverage all throughout Hong Kong, even when I was hiking and trekking across different islands. However, please do note that this CMHK prepaid SIM card does not work in Macao. Most of the city is connected by Wi-Fi. You will find free Wi-Fi hotspots in many of the malls and MTR stations. Next point, tipping culture. Unlike in the US or in Western countries, there is no tipping culture here in Hong Kong. However, if you do wish to tip, you can leave a tip of anywhere around 10 to 15% of your bill. Next point is electrical plugs. Electrical plugs in Hong Kong are of type D and G. Hong Kong operates on a 220 volt supply voltage and 50 Hz. You can purchase an universal travel adapter, but make sure that it is type D and G from any of the e-commerce sites which is preferable to you. Next up, the budget that you need to visit Hong Kong. Your budget does depend on the type of traveler you are or the places that you are going to stay or visit. However, personally, I found Hong Kong to be quite affordable. I spent 7 whole days in Hong Kong and I visited numerous places, and this is how much it actually cost me. The cost for transportation in Hong Kong is almost equivalent to that in Singapore. The last point, but definitely one of the most important points, that is safety. Hong Kong, being a prominent mega city, is very safe. It should not hinder you from traveling to Hong Kong. The whole city is under 24/7 surveillance on account of the multitudes of CCTV cameras. The safety in Hong Kong is very similar to the safety in some of the prominent cities such as Tokyo, London, or Singapore. As it is with traveling to any city or any country, you just need to be vigilant of your belongings. Just try and avoid going out at night. In case you need to go out at night, please book your transportation well in advance from the place of your residence to wherever you wish to go. Hong Kong is an absolutely wonderful destination and a destination that should definitely be on your bucket list. I hope you found value in this video, and I hope this helps you in planning your next trip to Hong Kong. If you like this video, then please do give me a like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions for me, please let me know in the comments below and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you had a wonderful day. I wish you Godspeed and thank you for watching.